Hello and welcome back to Monster Train. Last time we didn't get any wins sadly, so this time we're going to try and do more of the standard runs on Covenant 2, which is the highest I've unlocked at the moment. Which makes me start with a trash card basically that I can't get rid of. Okay, today, who are you playing as? We're going to do Stygian as our primary and Hornbreaker as our secondary, I think. Like so. Last time we also unlocked this clan, but we'll probably do that later. This first time I'm not going to put too much thought into it. I'm just going to pick whatever cards and paths and just see if it works. Permafrost, armor, spell weakness. I'm going to pick without too much thought and see what happens really. Oh, you're moving out, Sparks. Good luck with that. Hope it all goes well. Spells gain an extra upgrade slot. Ooh. I'm putting less thought into it and just picking anything and seeing how far I can get, because I had no luck earlier when I was putting thought into it. So I'm hoping if I just pick stuff, my deck will be more balanced in the end anyway. And if I lose, well, at least I won't have dedicated too much time to a lost run. If it might work better for me, it might work less well. We'll see. How does this work? Okay. You have this many actions. You build your deck as you go. All the enemies come in here. If they survive, they go up a level. If they get to the top, they hit your main health. You can put things to defend each floor, kind of like a tower defense. For example, I'd do this. But he'll die, so I'll put this one in front, because these ones are more disposable, I guess. And this one makes this cheaper, so I can take him out. He'll survive. And I might put this one down here as well, I guess. And they attack, and then after they attack each other, they move on. Apply frozen to a card. Oh, so I can hold on to whatever card I want. I want you to survive. So you're expensive. You need to deal some damage. This one can hit the back one again. I can deal some extra damage here. So you can kind of see how I'm doing it. They've got spikes because I chose the extra challenge for more money if I win. Spell weakness 1. That's good. So this will do 3 times as much damage now. Every spell weakness does the damage again per spell weakness. Frozen means I don't need to discard it at the end of my turn. And here's the boss, which means these ones here will continue to fight until it's all over. I want to take out the back one. I want to make you doubly weak to spells. I want someone else to back me up here. And I want you to have some more armor, so you survive a bit longer, so they'll take 75 damage. And then hopefully I have something on the next floor to finish it off. Thanks for the host, Gatorbyte. I really appreciate it. Okay, so here we're not going to get too far, but we can kind of whittle away damage-wise. And I want to hold on to this just so I can do an extra 2 damage next turn if I don't get anything else to do damage with. Yeah, it's not ideal. He's going to damage my main health at this rate. He'll do 4 damage and my main health will save that. You're about to go to bed? Alright. Have a good rest, Gatorbyte. See you tomorrow. It doesn't matter what I do. He's going to damage my main health. And you don't always get that back necessarily. And you kind of pick a thing you want. So you can kind of build up your deck. Usually I'd put more thought into this, but this time I'm just picking randomly essentially and seeing if my luck is better than when I put thought into it to get a balanced deck. So spell weakness, draw 1, discard 1. Deal damage to enemy units and give them frostbite. Frostbite is damage over time. The game also works by you have 2 clans. Each clan has a differently themed deck, and you get cards from the 2 decks. So you have a very different playstyle depending on which 2 clans you get. So I have the spell people and the ones that can do damage pretty aggressively. Yeah. Just gonna want to see how far I can get, not putting much thought into it. And see if it makes it much quicker too. I'll put thought into the battles, but not so much into the choosing of the cards. Okay, he wants to be quick. You can be quick. That means you attack first. More damage and health. More health. Damage and health on you. And I guess health on one of the train stewards. They aren't pretty good. I've never played Slay the Spire, but I've heard it's a lot like it. So it's kind of like tower defense. You've got the 8 rings of hell to go through, I think. And you have 2 tracks to choose from, each with different upgrades. On an extra unit. You can come in here to make my spells cheap. I'll take off the one that heals you. Oh no, they've got a shield, that's not good. And you get more damage for every spell I use. Very bad, huh? Okay, 20 health, you'll survive this. You won't kill them. I'll put you in front. I was going to use this, but I don't have the actions. Yeah, the armor's making it tricky. I can't just take them out easily. Yikes. I'll give him some defense. Don't like the healing though. Usually I'd be able to get him from behind, but yeah. 5 damage to enemy units and frostbite. Spell weakness. Armor, spell weakness. I have to start with the train steward. 5 damage and 10 frostbite. Spell weakness. Offering means if I have a card that discards it, it'll apply anyway as I discard it. I don't have that. I'm trying to decide whether I want to put a unit here to do 5 damage, but that will just basically stagnate him. Or whether I want to do spell weakness and then do this for 15 damage. Too bad it's just one enemy unit. There you go, I don't want to power him up either, so train steward it is. Armor can go on you. Spell weakness onto you, I guess. Hopefully I have another spell by the next turn. Final wave, we don't win this. Nor this. Six, 12. I can kill the top row at least. He's already got the spell weakness, so I can kill him with just one card. I'll do this so that he dies, and this one can't damage, he heals. So my health is safe now. As for here, I'll just 59 damage, it's not good. Who do I want to hit? The healer, I guess? After combat, he'll only heal once. He hits through, he pierces, so that's bad. Just use that anyway, because every spell I do powers this one up, because it has an incant buff. Okay. Spell weakness. 5 damage, 6 damage. I just hits them all though. For sure. Frostbite for damage over time. And the frostbite killed the ones at the back. Rage, so you do more damage, and armor, so you can actually survive a hit or two. It's too close. Thanks for the host, Carolink. Really appreciate it. I'm kind of just picking the cards without too much thought because my earlier runs went pretty badly, so I'm just trying to do a few quick runs to see if my luck improves. or if there's just something wrong with my choices. Because if me picking randomly is better than me actually putting thought into my cards, maybe I'm approaching putting thought into it the wrong way. So this is the next one I'm picking randomly. Demons get multi-strike, seems fair. I'm pretty good though, thanks. How are you? A collection of glowing brands are scattered next to a granite crypt. Each brand bears the mark of one of the clans of Hell. Those of the Awoken, Melting Remnant, and Umbra seem to be the only ones hot enough to use. Branding the crypt may yield additional support from that clan, either through monster or magic. Which clan's brand do you want to use? You're fine? I'm glad to hear. Melting Remnant, because it's got nothing to do with me at the moment. And I've never done Melting Remnant before. Apply Endless to a friendly unit. So I can make one person every game immortal. I pressed the glowing brand onto the stone with a hiss. The crypt cracks open to reveal a gift from the forgotten denizens of Hell. Even in defeat, it seems, Hell is full of surprises. Okay, so they explode twice. Does the exploding pierce? I hope not. Let's see what I've got. Exploding. Oh no, it's just these ones that explode twice. Yeah. These ones don't explode, so let's put you out. It's you in front. Let's do an incantation on the one that survives. Deal 5 damage to enemy units and apply frostbite. Okay, I'll do spell weakness onto you then. For later on. And I'll take them all out with this. Moldy Strike. Okay, you have to stand here. Do 25 damage to them. Everything here is free. Six damage to the front unit. Let's give you some armor. Two damage and frostbite. No damage and frostbite on this one. Even though the frostbite won't have an effect, I'd rather take 2 damage to this than 4 damage. You notice that goes down a lot of damage now, so I can survive a bit longer. Oh yeah, he's got multi-strike and his damage goes up every time he hits. Good combo. You know what, you can be endless. I don't even care, you're endless now. You are immortal. Spell weakness 1 to an enemy unit. I need to put a train steward out because this is going to explode twice. Now let's put one train steward here. Just so if he moves up, we can do something. Haste, that's bad. 3 damage. 3 damage. You both die, perfect. You're strong, but I still don't want you to die. What about the healthy train steward out the front? But then I can't apply rage. Are you quick? No. That applies immediately. Yeah, healthy one out the front. Another healthy one, just a normal one here, I guess, and I'll hold on to the rage. I'll use that later. Ascend a unit and just torch you. So you don't kill this thing. Armor, some free things here. Let's do that for free. You can have that. Could do this if I want to buff them more. You'd die anyway if I made you ascend. And I can't use my other things, can I? 6 damage to you so that you die. And let's ascend you so you die anyway, and so that this one can level up more, and so that this spell applies to buff you. There we go. Three damage and frostbite, 6, 6, 8 rage, that's nice. Spell weakness, and 6 damage, which is tripled. We win. I might as well stop there. $25 armor. Sure. Sweep means it hits all the enemies on the floor, and it makes them frozen. An extra card each turn, more room on each floor, or an extra action each turn. I'll draw another card. Pretty crazy. It gets crazier. Hellhorn. One that gets armor, that'd be nice. Okay. Duplicate a card. I'd like another quick siren, I think. Now I get to upgrade my main guy. I can make my damage spells on his floor cheaper. Or I can also make him do frostbite to whoever he attacks, and that's a lot of frostbite. $150 coins. Enemies on each floor. I don't like these ones. I don't like when they have a resolve thing. So I'll leave that off. Because that means that they're going to fill my deck with their cards, which I don't want. Every turn they live. If he survives this, you'll see what I mean. You can stand here. I'll torch you, so I do not want you to live. 15, 20. I should have done this first, so I could have gotten the buff. Oops. Well, the frostbite will kill this anyway, before it can move upwards. Train still can stand there. He's got a lot of damage over time. He'll die. That's fine. 11 damage, not ideal. A quick enemy. Okay, I'll put you here. And I'll ascend you. So you'll die anyway. I just want that buff. Is this here where it's free? Actually, it's the last place for my train person up here to kill this thing for some free money. That's fine. I don't want them to take so much damage if I can help it. 6 damage, 5 damage. I really thought they were going to die here. You can have spell weakness 1. That's fine. You will get armor after every battle. Oh, I want this too. I have nowhere to put it though. It takes 3 space. 25 armor is nice though. That will keep this alive for a while. Which I definitely want because these two are keeping this alive. This is my most powerful unit. This is my champion. Which you only ever get 1 of in each game. If it dies, you get it back in the next battle, of course, but you have to do the same fight with only 1 of them. And this one's the one with the lowest health of all of them. Spell weakness. Every card I don't use gets discarded. And that's one of the cards I don't want. This one. If I don't play it, takes an action to play, I take 3 damage to my health. That's what these things do. That's why I didn't want to mess with them. Endless. Let's begin by just getting rid of it. I don't want damage for nothing. That's fine, that's fine. Down here needs a bit more help, maybe. That there, torch that so I take a bit less damage. Torch this. Might as well buff that one a bit. Let's make this one immune this game. So what Endless does, if it dies, I draw it again instead of it getting discarded for good. For this fight. Okay. Supply some armor. This is free, so I'll do it to the offering or the lance. I think I'll freeze this because this is useful later on. And I'll just apply the rage so that this, being quick, can attack before it with a temporary damage buff from the rage. And it will hit before it, and it will hit for enough damage to kill it before it gets hit. We already win this. I've already powered up my bottom floor enough. Frostbite's good. You can't tell. Okay. Frostbite when I cast a spell, if that's on the field. If I summon this one, one of the one-off spells comes back to my hand. One of the ones that I have to discard. Gain 4 stacks of armor, or rage doesn't decay. Just do 4 stacks of armor. I've got a few things that put armor on. That basically doubles it. That'll double it every time. Let's give something multi-strike. Multi-strike 2, and every time he hits he gets more damage. So that's basically 15 damage every hit he does, because he hits 3 times. Which is 15 damage, 5 damage for each hit as well, which is 15 damage up, which is 15 times 3. 15 above this, 25 times 3. So the first time he hits, he's going to do 75 damage, and it's going to keep going up that quickly. It's going to be good. Let's do some health on this one, because the sweep's good, and rage, because I want to be able to do a lot of damage back through the enemies. That takes his damage to 15, so I'll be able to kill off some of the early ones fairly quickly with that. I'll re-roll, so I get another good one, and I'll actually put quick on him as well, so he hits 3 times, and he hits first, and he gets more and more powerful. Let's put rage onto you. Oh, he get that armor buff I got, where everything does 4 armor. He gets double armor just by surviving as well, which is a very good effect. I'll actually give him more armor when I cast a spell on his floor as well. He's going to have a lot of armor by the end of this. These caverns, you never know what's inside. It's a different kind of effect each time. As you pass a train graveyard, you notice several of your fallen allies. Within the beasts of gnarled steel lie now extinguished pyre shards. Even further inside the rubble, you can make out some last protected treasures. Perhaps, if you were to relight the pyre shards using some of your own, The trains would reveal their value. Which of the train's pyre shards do you relight? So I've got this if I want to give 25 health to a unit for 3 of my overall health. This if I want this to heal when it kills something that attacks it. Or this, friendly units get 10 more health, but I can't heal them, which I think I'll do. 10 more health to everything, assuming I've got nothing here that can heal anyway. Yeah, I'm not healing anyway, I'm just applying armor. I'm doing armor, not heals, so I think that's a good thing to have. My friendly units will all get 10 health, but my master thing will lose 10, but I can heal it up later. The pyre shard flickers to life. The treasure within now revealed as the pyre removes its final defense. Yet as you leave, the pyre shards goes out once more. This time for good. You are all that is left. I didn't even see what boss I was fighting at the end here. The final boss will be, I think there's 3 bosses it chooses from. Let's see. This boss makes all my units do 3 less damage every time he applies his thing. We've only got a few more zones to go. There's the last boss. It's quicker when I don't put so much thought into it. It seems to be working fairly well for me. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Do I want them to have multi-strike so they hit multiple times? Not really. Then a random artifact is nice, but I want to survive this. I want to survive. I'll get artifacts later if I have to. You can go here. Everything's heartless, so nothing can be healed. You can go in front. You can protect yourself up a bit. Yeah, the heart's going blue and everything. Hijack jaw. Damage spells are free on this floor. Let's do up his armor even more. It's free. You can go behind. Oh no, he can't. He can't fit. Well then. You're going there. And I was going to put him here, but I can't. I lost the action. Oh, at least he takes a lot of damage. Let's see. 2 sirens. 50 damage. Oh, it starts with rage though. This is probably a good one to have out. Damage and health. Every spell I use. I want to put this out to make sure I get the one at the back. So neither of these will do that. So this one at the back and these 2 are the same. I'll put one at the front. Hold on, that's got more health though. It should be fine, we're quick, right? Are you quick though? No. Put you at the front. 7 damage, doesn't matter. Take out the one that heals 10. Put some armor on you. You can stand there. And you can become weak to the next spell I choose to use. Who do I want to be to keep coming back? I wonder if the rage applies every time I bring you in. Okay, they die. I only take 11 damage. Apply Frostbite 2 when I cast a spell. Let's do that. That's fine. This isn't. I want to bring up their health a bit if I can. I might make them endless. Yeah, they kill everything anyway. Because I put them out first, they all took damage from the Frostbite. Is this level fine? No, I don't want that to get so far. They've got way too much health. This one's only dying from the piercing. This one heals because he gets armor when something on his floor dies. Five damage to everything and 10 frostbite. That'll keep them going. My team, I mean. Might as well use these where they're free. 18 times 2. They do 42 damage, so I might as well play these. Make sure the front guy kills these, hopefully. If I send you, this will kill you easily. And that one will take less damage and get a buff for it. Deadweight's frozen. At least I won't draw it again. It stays in my hand. Hey, what have we discarded? Endless. Interesting. If I can get that back, I can put 29 armor on someone. You need help. 16 damage. It's bad, bad, bad. Spell weakness. Rage. That would do their damage up to 30. Still not enough to stop them, but hopefully our health will take less damage after that. Torch is free here. I get 5 armor if I cast a spell on the floor. Take 2, get 3. A bit of damage. 5 damage and 10 frostbite. Could do it up here, but it's not going to make much difference. He's still going to get up and do damage. It's better to just do everything I can here. You have lifesteal. It's not good. No wonder I'm doing so little damage. He's healing himself. Yeah, so at the end, the boss and your people all fight until everything in the room is cleared from one side, and then it slowly works its way up, like that. So weakness 1. Damage and some frostbite. You'll notice that that's doing 6 damage instead of 3 because they have spell weakness. Too bad I don't have a spell that does a bit more. I'd rather do 8 rage onto this one, and that's enough to make me win. Apply frozen to a card in my hand. I'll get another of those. Deal 5 damage and give them a lot of armor. That's good. Or consume it. I can have another one of these for a lot of armor, which I think I'll actually grab. I've already got one of those, but yeah. I can go here and clear some excess cards from my deck. I can go here, get some healing. I think I'll do heals, cash, and shop. More multi-strike. Who am I even going to give it to? 0 times 2. You, I guess? I don't know if that's any good. No, the train stood, can have it. Damage and health. It's not so useless now. Okay, this is the boss that I usually die on. It's an annoying one. If I can make it, this one doesn't usually give me too much trouble. And then I've only made it past the boss at this level twice. Still see what we can do. So this boss is annoying because it puts statues on every floor at the start, and you can't hit the enemies behind the statues until you clear the statues out of the way. So it's fairly tricky. I do have that one sweeping enemy though, so that should give me a bit of a strategy to work with. If it gives me that character. Or I put you at the top. Like so, to get up that damage quickly against something that's not going to hurt you. You can go in the middle. You can do 3 damage on this floor straight away. But I kind of want to take away this one. Because that's just going to give me trouble, I think, if I don't. No, I'll do it here. But I'll do you first. I should have done this first in the first place to get the buffs. There we go. Yeah. You can go here to hit everything. That's good. You'll survive. Deal 3 damage and apply 8 frostbite. Pretty good. Do it straight to the boss. Multi-strike and armor. You'd be great at defending him. "29 armor. "3 damage and frostbite 8. I think that'll be enough. Spell weakness. You need spell weakness. And I can do this on you to take away a lot of health. I can fit you down the bottom if I put this in front. Yeah, he's got a health buff. He can survive a hit or two. Let's just try and pick off some damage from down there. I think up here will be okay. Okay. That's fine. This is not fine. Let's see. More spell weakness. I can do this thing again. It's not quite enough. Then if I give you some armor, which puts up their damage again, then this to apply frozen and to put up their damage to increase. I'll hold on to this, I guess, because I'm going to use this. He'll die easily. I want to put this one upwards so that this one has something to hit for all 3 turns, and because the ascending will buff this and make this guy die on this floor as well and stop them taking so much damage, because he's quick anyway. No one will take damage. Down here everyone dies. Don't think there's much I can do about that. That was kind of what I expected. "29 armor. Or 8 rage. Let's preserve something. No, let's do the rage first on you, because you hit everything. Yeah. Let's do all the free things. Armor, damage, you die, damage, and let's freeze this in place. That'll do. You die, you die. How much damage do you do? 55 times 3. 29 armor. Cost 1 to put down there. And you have multi-strike. And 43 health. And do this for free. I don't imagine I'll use that anywhere else, it's a fairly weak spell. Want to hold on to that too. Or this guy. You're really enjoying this? Oh. I'm glad to hear. Let's consume this to make someone come back. I want this back after it's dead. Spell weakness 1. I'll do it here to buff them further. I'm definitely going for this area. 5 damage and frostbite. Can't afford that. Too bad I didn't freeze this. Extra armor, why not? I'll do that now. And I'll just put you here. I want to do some damage to them. On the bottom. Okay. That's good. That's good. Too bad they have nothing to hit. Put you down here to block the one at the back because they do more damage anyway. 11 damage isn't that bad. Oh, is these down here even though they use an action to try and take out this statue. And then I'll use the rest up here. I'll use the permafrost first even though I don't get anything for it. Just to buff them. Doesn't matter what I pick, I'm playing it now anyway. And I'll put more armor onto the front one so it can survive longer. And damage and frostbite, I guess. I'll kill it straight away so it doesn't even get that much damage up in the first place. Half the damage. Final wave. So this is gonna fight me now. Obviously I'm starting with spell weakness 1 onto the boss. Put another train steward in front. The imp that I powered up at the back, who's there to do the most damage. Ironically, imps are usually the weakest. That gives me one of my one-off cards back. This, which gives me a lot of armor. Huh? Alright, I'll apply the armor onto you. And I use this spell for free for more damage. I'll let this bottom floor die. Hopefully we do some damage though. The imp actually survived a few hits. Okay, start with the free ones. Apply the rage to the one at the back, because that will survive the longest usually. I think that's enough. 2 battles to go after this. "72 frostbite." That was what was doing all the damage at the end there. Transfer all frostbite on the floor to a single unit and double it. Okay. More space on each floor would be nice now. An extra card each turn I've already got. I don't need actions that badly, because a lot of my cards are free. None of my cards cost 3 or more. This one costs 3 or more, and so does this one, but I'm managing. And that one. I want more space. I want to be able to put my units out easily. Easy claps. Okay, which way to go? This way. Let's get rid of some cards. What should I get rid of? I want to get rid of the things that aren't helping me. The things that are filling up my hand. I don't know if there's anything. Except these maybe? Do I have enough other units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, is that all? Torches are weak though. Torch is a weak one, but Torch... See, why Torch is balanced at the same level as these. These are the ones you always start with when you have these decks. Frozen Lance is 6 damage. Torch is 2 damage, but you can hit behind to a weaker enemy with less health. I think I'll get rid of 1 train steward and 2 train stewards. Why not? Then at least my better train steward will show up more often. Oh no. I wanted to do the shop first. Oh well. Hopefully it's nothing too good. The historian makes his way towards the train in his unusual carriage. Hellborn, how fortunate am I that our travels have finally crossed paths. I am recording the events of Armageddon for posterity. Possibly futile, I know, but I shall make a fortune if you do somehow succeed. Should you characterize yourself as honest, aggressive, or stealthy? So this one, every time if I save up a lot of action and I don't use them all in my turn, and I play this, it takes all my action, and I get 40 times however many action I spent. This one means my main thing does more damage for every 10 gold I have. And stealthy means I can cast the spell to do a small amount of damage and get 50 coins if it kills. And purge, that means when I use it, it removes it from my deck. Let's do Heaven's Gold, I guess, or Gift of Gratitude. I guess Gratitude. Interesting indeed, and quite uncharacteristic of Hellborn, though by no means unwelcome. Perhaps those good intentions will carry us past these dark times. Here's something for your assistance. Best of luck to you in the battles ahead. So I'll get to use that once. I'll use it at the end on my last turn if I have it. I'll probably freeze it in place, hold it till the end, until the point where I beat the boss anyway, and then I'll use it and get 100 or so gold. Upgrade a spell so that it stays in my hand automatically. An armor spell would be nice for that. Armor spell. Hold on. Permafrost. Yeah, then I can apply the armor right before someone dies. I can look if someone's going to die, and 29 armor should be enough to save just about everyone. Yeah, permafrost. Yes, so that's in my hand automatically. It's not going anywhere. Can I do more magic power on that? I cannot. That's good. Let's make something cheaper. Could do that, or I could put it on something I've already put something onto. Like this. 13 damage and frostbite for free. The catch is my damage spells are already cheaper. I want it on something that's not a damage thing. Transfer frostbite, that would be good to have cheaper. Let's buff my main guy. Damage spells are 2 cheaper, or I apply 20 frostbite to who I attack. How many 2 plus action damage spells have I got? Do I have any? This one. So I could use that for 1 action if I use it on his floor, which is pretty good. I think I'll actually do it even if it's just for that card. Even cheaper spells. Okay, 2 battles left. Extinguish. Oh no. So when he dies, he damages. That's annoying. Two battles to go. I hope that the last boss is good to me. Okay, let's put you here. Alright, you're all gonna damage me when you die. How am I gonna do this? Idea. You first, so everything's cheaper. You in front, because for one thing at least you have more health. And I can give you armor so that you don't quite die. $13 damage and frostbite. I can kill this one, but then the frostbite's put to waste. If this did more damage, that'd be better. Or I've got more space. I almost forgot I had more space. I've consumed that. If I play him, I can get that back. Can't use it again on this turn though. But that makes this one die. Which means I can do both of these on the back one to maximize the damage on them and to maximize this one's upgrades. I need to make them endless when I can. Let's see. You need to go here for sure. Or you. You'd be good here. With you in front. What happens if you survive? That's fine. I'm more concerned about this floor at the moment. Let's preserve rage because I have nowhere to use that. Actually, let's preserve the sweeping enemy. I want the sweeping enemy on the bottom, I think. Might as well do some extra damage for free. And you with the shield can go here. 100 damage, that's good. They're getting away from me. Armor. You're gonna die. We need someone out front just to cover. Go up there. This damage spell will be free on the bottom and buffs us. Deal 5 damage and 10 frostbites to the lot of them. Well, I'll freeze it first, then I'll use it just to get the extra damage. Now you have nowhere to stand, and I can't play you anyway, but it's working out. Oh no, that's going to get past. I missed that. You have multi-strike. Transfer all frostbite to a unit and double it. Double the frostbite. You heal, you're fine. You're quick, so your damage will go up, right? Spell weakness 1 for a start. Then this does excess damage. Nine armor. He survives, barely. 3 damage. Transfer all frostbite on the floor and double it. I'd freeze it if I had the freeze thing, but I don't. Then again, it doesn't cost anything to use, so I might as well power up some people, like so. That'll do. Okay, who needs to be immortal? Free spell weakness. This to weaken them. Frostbite, frozen armor. They all die. You can have the armor. Endless. Who needs to live? You? 50 times 3? 50 times 3 needs to live the most. If he dies, I'll need him back. $14 damage. You can't handle that. You can probably handle 3 damage though, right? 5 damage. You can handle 5 damage. Perfect. Three action, they all die. Perfect time to use this. Let's use all my action for some money. And again, so I can put this down here and then use 2 action for money. He heals. That'll do. Get that out of my deck so I don't need to worry about that money anymore. Two damage. It offsets with heart what I get from the armor anyway, but it ups the damage. It's worth it. Final wave. Do we win? No. In that case, you are going out here with all that rage. You can have a spell weakness. 13, 6, definitely 13. Preserve the passageway, I guess. Damage, damage. And ascend something. Do I want to? No, I'll hold on to it. That punch. So I spell weakness 2 to all the enemies for free. I like that. Move a unit to the front and give it a lot of armor. Yeah, sure. So when one gets weak, I can cycle it out. Okay, this is the last boss now. Which path am I going to take? I can duplicate a card, I can remove some cards. I don't think I have any I want to remove. I'd rather get the heals, see what I can power up, see what trinkets I can buy. Remove consume, but make it cost more, huh? Like so. Or like that. A 2 action thing to make something immortal. 1 action to do spell weakness to all the enemies. If I'm holding on to that, I might as well, if it doesn't consume. And I can make it cheaper anyway. With the 3rd slot that I unlocked. Then this magic power, I forgot to check the other thing. Doesn't matter now anyway. 23 damage and 8 frostbite. This is what I missed out on buying because I forgot to check it. Nothing too good. At least not for what I've got. I go back here and re-roll. I can buy one cheap thing. I can make something less expensive, perhaps, like this. 23 damage for free, but that's useless. I get that cheaper anyway. I could make this cheaper again. We'll make another one cheaper. Cheaper rage. I like this one. Cheaper frostbite. Now let's get another of a card. Could get another, give them a lot of armor. I could get another of these. These are good. They get a lot of damage quickly. I could get another of these, but they take a bit to get up. I think I want another of these. Final boss. Friendly units enter with 3 less damage, or 6 less damage actually, but it goes, their damage will go up 2 every turn. Good thing I duplicated the triple multi-strike guy. Alright, you can go here with the armored person in front, like before, because that's always worked fairly well. I'd put you down here, but for some reason I think you'd die on your first attack. You'd take 30 damage, I don't want that. So let's put you here, behind them. And they'll protect you. We'll damage them for free, and you can do 100 damage on the boss straight up. .23 damage and frostbite. It's both free, isn't it? A free thing. Another free thing. I feel like you'd be good up here. One of you. Who's gonna be the best defense? You. And frostbite onto the boss, that's always good too. You at the back to get up some damage as well, ideally. The front one will die, they'll die on the next floor. He'll take a lot of damage, but he'll be okay. Hopefully. Okay, that's fine. This is quick, right? Right? Is it quick? I forget. Okay, you're gonna die. Damage. It dies, I heal. That won't survive down there. I'd like this to be endless, it's some of the best defense I've got. Hopefully I put that on the right thing. You're gonna die. Not anymore. Okay, they're all gonna die, so I'll do the spell weakness onto you, the boss. I'll give you some more armor. I'll permafrost this because I don't know if I want to ascend anyone yet. And I'll torch. I could torch the boss, but it's only going to do 4 damage. Guess it's the best option though. Can I ascend the boss? Does that work? It does. So they're going to take direct damage from this lot now. Jeez. Well, I have to do that. Transfer all frostbite. I'll do that if the boss is ever on the same floor as a lot of frostbite. For now, armor. Use all the armor he can get. He's not very healthy. Spell weakness 1. Make you take more damage. Or you. They're fine up there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Or I could just straight up double it now. 24 frostbite. I'm gonna handle this. Spell weakness on you and torch you, so you only have 1 health, so on this floor you'll die for sure, probably. If that rage goes down a bit anyway. $30 damage, that's bad. Might not have a choice. 44 times 3 and quick, right? What if I just make him rage? 60 times 3. That's enough to take out 2 of them at least. And he'll take them out quickly, rather than doing 3 hits on this one, right? Here, he'll survive. He needs the rage. Spell weakness can wait, I think. Got to give it to someone though. Same reason, he does the most damage. Might as well get him close to dead. Oh, and how many more? double the boss's frostbite again, perhaps. I wonder, do I have anything here? I could put two at the bottom, but I don't think they'd do too well. How much damage did they take? 30 damage. One of them would die. We get 20 damage out, not enough to even get through the armor. They all die, I only take 1 damage, so spell weakness onto the boss. Free attack here. Another free attack. They don't even take damage. Double the frostbite. And I don't think anyone on these floors is going to die anytime soon. So I think this is the only option. They're not going to be able to do much anyway. Alright, I'm actually powering them up. Whoops. Not my plan. Bad decisions. Oh, we're at the end at least. Let's see. I should not have played them. Five damage and frostbite, that'll save me a lot of trouble here. And do this on him even though he's already at the front just to give him more armor. How much damage do you do? Doesn't say. I think 10 times 3. So you'll do 30 damage. He'll survive a fair bit. This one should go up more and more the longer we survive. So should this one. So I'm going to put you in front because you're the one I don't really care who dies. I'll get a card back. I'll do this and apply it to that so I can make someone come back. Maybe. My only real option is to weaken. And we've got to fight through them too. Not ideal. Tell you what. You're endless. 164 damage. Oh, we win anyway. We win. I was thinking of maybe moving him up a floor and thinking if there's less protection here, but they can get more damage out in one spot. I was thinking something along those lines. Bad idea. We win anyway. Let's just finish it. $100 damage each punch. Nice. He's not usually that powerful. He usually gets one punch. But this item gave him a second punch, and then I powered him up myself with a third punch. So that was 5 extra damage each punch. He usually just takes up a lot of room and only slowly gets damage, but it worked that time. Covenant rank up. 3 major battles can now have additional enemies. Now that I've unlocked difficulty 3. Oh no. And every card that I used in my deck now has a golden border because I've won with it. And I'm leveling up, so I'm going to get some new cards. Ice Tornado. Deal 20 damage to a random enemy unit 3 times. When it gets hit, apply Frostbite 3 to whoever hits it, right? Or is it to everything? I don't know. One or the other. Imp in a box. Press it to add 2 random imp units to my hand. That's good. Rage adds an extra damage per stack, so it'll be 3 damage instead of 2 per rage. These are all the cards that I turned into gold borders. I had one there too. Wonder what the clanless one was. Let's have a look at my cards real quick. So, I got a few of these golden. I had some golden already from another time I won with the red deck. I turned this one gold. You can see the border's different than it usually is. I haven't gotten any of the green ones golden yet. These ones. I haven't won with these ones yet. I came close last time with Umbra. Kind of had a food chain going. What was the one that... That's the Remnant one. I've never played with the, what are they called? Melting Remnant. You can choose 2 decks that combine, or you can let it be random. Oh, the Train Steward's the one that I got. I kept the Train Steward to the end. That was the clanless one. Train Stewards are always there. They're kind of just standard unit, but they don't specialize like other cards would. Very nice. Alright, let's do another run. I'm going to use Awoken as my main and Melting Remnant as my secondary. On Covenant 3, so it's going to be a harder difficulty than what I just did. You can also do mutators, such as these, but you don't get unlocks or anything with these. You can make it harder like this, or you can make it easier, depends. But I'll leave those off. Yeah, I've never won with either of these. I've never played with Melting Remnant, so we're going to see what that's like soon. The green one's about healing and keeping things alive, I think. And having huge health pools. And Melting Remnant, we're about to see what they're about. Consume. Apply Burnout 3 to friendly Burnout units. Burnout counts down every turn. When it runs out, the unit dies. So it looks like my units will only be alive for a set amount of time. So I don't know if this is a good combination. Healing and they die quickly anyway. But at least this can make them last longer, I guess. And I can hold an enemy unit in place to stop them moving between floors. Apply Dazed when an enemy gets to the top, which means I get the first attack basically when defending, but I do 5 less damage. Or a chance to apply Dazed when they enter my train. I'd rather they're dazed when they enter, honestly. What are my options here? What's my deck look like? What? So I start with 3 dregs. That's what Melting Remnant starts with automatically by the looks of it. 9 damage, but they survive for 2 turns. Which is good for at the start compared to this. Still not terribly good though. Let's see what I can do. So I can do spikes, which is kind of like a... When they attack, you do 10 damage back. Or, when I heal, I do 20 damage if I play a heal card on it. I think I'll do heal cards. Let's see if this works. Of course, every combination of deck can work. It's just, I haven't unlocked very much for the Melting Remnant deck because I've never played with them, so it's just going to be nothing unlocked. It's going to be pretty bad, I think. At least until I unlock a few things. That's probably a bad choice to do the spikes, but I like to do that early on. Burnout 3. I've got no burnout units on the field. Got 3 health anyway. Okay, they'll both die. They'll die, and I'll put 1 up here. I guess 1 behind this one, maybe. It's too bad everything dies so quickly. I don't know how to handle that. Thinking of withholding even playing this because he's going to die soon. They get discarded after. How am I meant to play with that? It's weird. Extra damage. Let's hold you in place for free and get an extra card next turn. Guess this is all I can really do. It's not ideal, but it's something. Might as well play what I have. Yeah, very, very not ideal. And now I get all the burnout cards, that's nice. So he'll survive a bit longer now. This is so bad. This is actually ridiculous. He's damaging my health on the first turn. The first fight of 8. That was bad. Health and damage. Restore health and do burnout to a friendly unit. It does 50 damage when it dies. does it damage up and makes it live longer. I like this one. It's free. So about my health. What's this mean? Harvest. Someone dies, I get cash. When you get damaged, everything gets some burnout. I mean, things are dying a lot. Let's get some cash. So they're fairly weak. I don't think burnout's really going to help these. They've only got 3 health. Anything will kill them. You're leaving? All right. Thanks for being here, Carolink. It was fun. A quick unit. Burnout, damage, and health spikes. Well, you don't burn out, do you? You're probably my strongest unit so far, as great as you may be. Let's give you spikes as well, because make you strong. Let's just yeah, let's put burnout on one of my train stewards. No. On one of my dregs, so they last a bit longer and they're a bit more useful. I turn it on because we're still really early on. So it's not like we'll be set back far anyway, even if it's probably not the best option here. Probably should have done this first. Five damage. Go here. You can go behind my champion. You there. You can heal once or twice. Twice probably. That's a strong one. You can kill. Apply burnout 3 and burnout 2. I might as well put them both there if I'm doing that. Make all their burnout as big as I can together. Why not? Just keep him a bit alive. Final wave. Move them to the front. Heals. You can come in at the in between, I guess. stay there. And you can protect each other, I guess. Well. How does the regen work again? Stores 1 health at the end of every turn. I have to put it on the front one then, for it to really matter. If I get some good guards. Health and burnout. Heals, and I guess an extra card next turn. This isn't very good. How have I lost so much damage so early? Sting. Reform a unit and enhance it with 10 damage. So that's where the good things here come in. I see. Clearly they get a lot of cash. I have a lot of cash upgrades. Which I think I'll go for. Can't hurt to have more upgrades. Multi-strike, this will be good. You. Burnout, damage and health. You. Damage and health. Same one, I guess. Why not? I need those reform cards badly. What's this? Do I salvage anything? The trap shoot or the steel pulley claw? The trap shoot. Put something to the bottom, not pull it up. This boss. This is the one with the explosives. They have to deal damage on death, don't they? $20 damage is pretty good though. Let's put you at the front, because I know you're going to be good at this. Put you at the back. to actually do the damage. Get us that money. I guess a drag's the only other thing that will fit here. Let's fix the burnout a bit more nicely. Too bad it's only 3 burnout. Makes things difficult. But it's a strong one, I want to keep it alive. Harvest. What does that do? Oh, it doesn't even need to be him who does the killing. You're gonna need kills anyway. I think that's fine. 1 damage. It's pretty good. Could be worse. I need some stronger healing. Quickly. Burn out, move the one that's not doing any trouble to the front. I mean, move the one that's actually going to be attacking to the front so we can take them out. Take less damage ourselves. I'm actually going to put you out so you can start against the boss. And if you die, I get cash anyway. Heals, please. 2 health. How much damage do they do? 1. You form a unit. I don't have any dead units, so that's no good. We'll put you at the top. No, I might as well. It's dazed, so I can kill it anyway. Come on, you're telling me that this would, yeah, it would do more damage than it heals, but at least they'd be dead, right? Yeah, it would die. This puts it at 2 health. Yeah. Actually, now I'm tempted to move him downwards. Because more things are going to die on the bottom floor, I think. Apply burnout 2, even if it's not a burnout unit. Let's hold you in place, I think. No, wait. I need to restore the health. Please tell me that didn't give him burnout. It did. Oh, this is bad. Regret. Can I hold you in place? No. My main guy's gonna die. Oh no, it's the last turn, lucky me. Let's give a bit of health to everyone. Reform a unit and enhance. I mean, yeah, that's good. Restore. It's only going to last one more turn anyway. Let's just restore it. Let's do the free ones down here, like this. You're the good one, you can go here. You can go here. That'll do. So much money. Can I reform my main guy? Is that an option? It's got to be better than the others. Oh, but that's one burnout. I better just getting this one, wouldn't I? Damage, damage. Some heals. And you can stand up here. Let's give him some burnout. Train steward. Heals and damage. And this, I guess. Alright, stay safe, Sparks. It was good to have you here too. Stealth? What's that do? Oh! When I put him there, he can't be hit for the first time. When he dies, he gets permanent 8 damage up. That's pretty good. Right? Triple multi-strike. And an extra card. I guess that gives me more chance for the burnout item. Sting spells get 20 magic power. Might as well. Do I have a sting spell? If not, I'll be getting them later. I've got one. That's fine. Health, damage, and heart on heal. Let's delete some things. One vine grasp because they're kind of not doing me too good. They're free though. I don't want to get rid of something free. One train steward. Two train stewards. I'll have to get better things. 40 damage when I do something healing. Or 10 spikes. I think 40 damage. Let's proceed. Okay, that's good. Fire rooted. I think I'll skip on that, it's just going to heal him too much. That's fine. Multi-strike. Get at the back. And you, I guess I can give you some burnout, maybe. You're not getting a kill though, are you? What's the best way to handle this? Multi-strike enemy? Yeah. Maybe. Put this at the top, but I could drop you down. That's gonna give him even more health. I need something on the bottom floor to try and do more. Give you another 2 burnout. And another 3 burnout, why not? So I want you to stay there. That shouldn't be too hard to kill later on. This is starting to worry me though. Yeah. Feel like you'd also be worthwhile up here. And healing for a lot of damage. That'll have to do. They're not making it up all the way yet. Are they always dazed? Is that what this is? Is that what this does? 50%. It seems like 100% at this point. Okay, he gets a damage up when he dies, so I don't mind if he dies. 14 times 2, that's not enough. They're free to play though. I guess I'll put 2 of them up here. They die. They die. This one does not die. Three burnout. These ones need it. Just send someone to the bottom floor and daze them. Might as well. I can keep them alive more easily. Store 10 health and give more burnout. Should have done that instead. This one powers up from heals. This one just damages on heals. Final wave. It's a lot of damage. Let's kick in with the sting. Heals. Heals. Might as well. 3 damage. We win. He had spikes and he got cash. Restore 30 health and give regen. Good. Endless. And draw 1 when he dies. Reform. I've already got one of those, but it's probably one of the best cards I've got. We've also got, excuse me, Stealth 2 to friendly units. That stops them getting attacked for 2 turns entirely. But with my green meat shields, I don't think it matters terribly much. I'd rather be able to reform even more. Because the biggest threat to me is when the burnout ends. And I have no one left. Let's go this way. Let's move. One more train steward. Maybe one restore? No. I'm not removing that. No. 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 Maybe one of the vine grasps. Now to go shopping. Remove consume, but it's more expensive. Well, yeah. 10 magic power. Cheaper. I can spam burnout with that now. As long as my deck doesn't get too big. Or could do it on that. I need the burnout. Some magic power. Restore 40 health. That's good. Have to do that on Glimmer. Hold over. That means I can keep this every turn. Every turn I can heal and damage everything for one action. Or burnout every turn. Health and burnout, but that's not so good. I'll do it like that. More magic power, but it gets consumed. I think I'll do that with one of my restores. And to make one cheaper, I'll do that on this one. Health and regen. A few battles in, aren't we? 5th battle. It's pretty good for decks that I don't normally use. Okay, so you're dazed, so you go here, 20 damage, 10 damage. Damage everything, a lot. You can go here. You can go here for whatever gets through, I guess. Don't know if that's worth it. I think that would just hurt me later on. Every turn I can do that. It's very, very worthwhile. Could do you in the front, or I could do you in the back. I feel like you in the back's better. And you at top. Wait, how did it die? Oops. Stealth. Yeah. Oh, that's a permanent buff. Even in later runs. I need to get this guy dead a lot. Where can I get him killed? Here, probably. Burnout. Why are you dying? Oh, sweep, obviously. In that case. Sadly, he's not going to survive. This one would survive. Let's just do some damage as well. So that way he dies on the next floor for sure. Come in there as well. That's good if he dies. That there to give them both burnout. "30 regen, huh? That's 30 health and 3 regen. That's got to be better than what's going on already. What units are available? I can reform him. At a fairly safe place at the moment. So my best guess is use this to reform him and get him another permanent damage upgrade by getting him killed promptly by putting him out the front somewhere with a low burnout. Put him here so when he dies I get cash for it. Alright, heals. 10 health and burnout. Go. I love the free money for letting my people die. Give him some burnout. Damage. If I give you a lot of regen, that's better. Everything dies, you can help out by giving some money. Perfect. It'll be close. Hopefully I have something to play on the next floor. Lots of free money. Reform a unit, huh? Could do you with some stealth. 18 times 3 with a burnout. Burnout 2. That's good. You can stand there. Do a sting. I'll put you up on the next floor because I don't want to I want this to survive, but only just. There we go. Burnout 2, 64, 612. He gets 2 hits in. Of course he does. 30 health and some regen. Three sting spells. Nice. Get another bounty stalker as well. What's the one that I've got up to now? 42 as soon as I send him out. It's crazy. I need to let him die a lot more before the last boss. But another one couldn't hurt, right? Surely. Extinguish, draw 1. Reform 2 random units. Ooh, for free. It could be him. I'll have to duplicate him later on, after I've already let him die a lot. I'm gonna get rid of this time. Don't think there's much I want to get rid of. Kind of want to leave everything I've got. Could get rid of basic drag, but even that's playing a role for me. No, I don't want to get rid of anything. As for trinkets, remove buffs, extra magic power. At the start of battle, I put 4 random units on the middle floor. That's bad, they'll die if they just go there. Remove all buff effects. That will help out a lot, alright? A bone shaker stops near the abandoned remains of a train, looking to have belonged to a merchant. The train still seems to have some wares. A few remaining goods from the clans of Melting Remnant, Stygian Guard and Umbra are out in the open for the taking, but taking something may cause the abandoned remains to fall to pieces. Which clan's artifact do you take from the collapsing train? Umbra? Extra space on the floor. Lovely. You carefully retrieve the item from the wreckage, trying your best not to disturb the train any further, and after much creaking and droning, the train continues to stand relatively intact. Which clan's artifact do you take from the collapsing train? Stygian? And it's collapsed now. One, two, three. Oh no, this is the one that has the statues. Oh no. I don't know if I've got anything to handle this. I guess my main person can handle it if I use a lot of heals, but that's only on one floor. The assassin could probably take one out too if I get the assassin early on. Let's hope for the assassin in my starting draw. Okay, what have I got? Thug. Reform. And a spell shield. So my things like Sting aren't going to do anything. I'll use it anyway because it gives me an extra card next turn. Apart from that though. How much damage can I get out at once? You here with this one and him behind. The train steward up here to start damaging that. I think that's the best. Yeah, this is one of the most unfortunate versions of the statue I could have gotten, I think. Gonna make it pretty tricky. I need... not that. Multi-strike. If I do this, you'll take the damage, right? Yeah. Get sort of 3 of them. Spell weakness 2. Then to put him down here, because he's got spikes, he can kill the one at the back. Or I could put him up here and drop him. But then he'll be at the back. Kind of makes his spikes useless. I'll reform him later on. So that will die from the rebound attack. Put the Animus at the back just to do a bit extra damage onto them. Two damage. I'll descend you. You'll die later on when you attack. I need something for the burnout in the middle. Okay, let's get the spells up here then where it's not gonna do me any bad. You need to die. That's pretty good. He'll die, he won't even attack. And this one should die soon. In fact, I'm going to get myself some extra cards next turn. First with this, then with this. Nice. And this can't fit anywhere, sadly. This is going to die. No burnout left. I can reform him though. This should die on the next turn up here, yep. So, start with you. Well, that would have done more damage. Vine Grasp. Space Prism. More room, huh? Put you down and do a lot of burnout. Which floor needs it? Which floor needs more room? Let's heal you. This one's weaker. Let's damage you and move you to the front. Now everything dies. Well, most everything. There's a space prism here. you can come in here as well. I'll give you some extra burnout so you can help out more also. I think that's fine. Need my assassin to die already. Wanted to put him lower down, but that was the only spot where there was room for him. Armor, nice. Just what I needed. Four damage, that's tempting though. And he'll die. Yeah, I'll let my guy take that damage so he dies. Better off to heal first to kill that one. Then I can spike the one behind. Two units. Reform 2 units. I've only got one drag. Let's use that. Use this. And I might as well reform one. Oh no, it's a consume. I'm going to hold on to that actually. It's not worth wasting. Hey, that statue's almost dead. Okay, good. Reform and make them stronger. Yes. Okay, that's the back one, takes a bit of damage. More burnout on everything. Let's use this first, let's reform. Just checking that they're not going to get extra armor if I do this. Let's do that on this floor. It's pretty good. Got 2 of those die. 4, 5, 7. This one needs it the most. And then this one, I guess. Right? Yeah, this one, he's got 5 left. Let's bring him to 7 as well. Okay, that's good, but I don't want them to survive. Let's hold them in place. So they can kill my main guy, sure. I'll do something up here on the next turn. It's permanent 8 damage. He does 50 damage by default now. I need to power him up when I can. Final wave. That's fine. That is not fine. begin with that. Up here, 15 damage, that brings it to 20. Damage, I need to make a difference of 29. I can do that with 2 stings. Oh. Whoops. I did want to bring someone back, but I wasted that chance. Whatever. That's too late, unless I do this. Let's get 2 more units back. Yeah, I'd play him again if I could, for sure. There's no room for either. So I have to make do. 10 health and burnout. I could. It's only going to survive a couple turns anyway, so might as well. If it dies, I'll put this guy back down, and this one. They'll both fit, maybe. If I get them back anyway. Let's see. 3 burnout. 30 health and regen. Reform a unit. I'd play you if I could. I think the only thing it's going to let me do, the only thing that makes sense too, 30 health and regen. I can do more regen and then focus a bit on damage. Or I can just do this, a bit of both. Some damage. That for an extra card, doesn't make a difference, I can't play anything. This might be the end unless they do enough damage. I think it's over. That's unfortunate. Let's see what cards I got for Burning Remnant, because that's the first game I've done with them. Melting Remnant, sorry. Nothing, I didn't even get enough. Oh no. Tragic. Does it mean trial bonus? Oh, that's the when I select the challenge. I see. Alright, that'll be all for me for now. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. I'm gonna be doing a raid, so yeah. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed it. Bye again.